So I'm told by the mainstream media and Republicans and sometimes Democrats that taxes are too high, man. Yeah, I hear that all the time. This is a center-right country. We don't like the taxes being this high. No. You gotta cut taxes on the rich so they can stimulate the economy. I hear that that's how it works. Okay, well, Gallup put that to the test. They did a poll on it. Let's see what the results are. Do you feel that the distribution of money and wealth in this country is fair? Or do you feel that the money and wealth in this country should be more evenly distributed among a larger percentage of the people? 59% said should be more evenly distributed. That's a big number. 59%. Hard to get that on any issue. And so they're saying we should have a more even distribution. You say, well, okay, that sounds like redistributing the wealth. That's a little problematic for what I've heard from the corporate media and from Republicans. But do they really want to raise tax on the rich, though? Maybe they mean something else. Okay, let's find out. Are upper income people paying their fair share in federal taxes paying too much or paying too little? Paying too little came in at 61%. They didn't stutter. There is no question. They think, the American people think, so not the pundits on TV who are lying to you. The American people, when they are polled, they say, no, the rich are paying too little. And they're very, very clear about that. Now, wow, is the country super liberal? Maybe. Well, actually, partly so, certainly the younger demographics. But let's look at moderates, because moderates swing elections. So they probably don't think in this crazy, radical, tax the rich way. Here on TV, nobody believes that. Well, so let's go to the moderates. Okay, 20%, to be fair, in the same question, okay, believe the rich are paying their fair share, 20%, okay? Too much, only 11% of moderates think that the rich are paying too much. Oh, wow. 67% think the rich are paying too little. That's actually a larger number than the overall general population. Interesting. By the way, if you ask the top bracket that Gallup asked, that's people making $75,000 and above, even they say 26% of them saying the rich pay their fair share, 16% too much, and 57% of the top bracket, as they have it, say the rich are paying too little. So even the rich think the rich are paying too little. Hey, do you see that on TV every day? You see the CNN anchors and all the other anchors coming out. Very clear, rich are not paying enough. They're paying way too little according to the American people. Yeah, I don't hear it either. Okay, now, Gallup asked a super loaded question. So this is interesting, right? They said, okay, let's make this as pro-Republican, pro-conservative, pro-Ayn Rand as we can, and so we'll lower the numbers, okay? So they asked it in this way. Do you think our government should or should not redistribute the wealth by heavy taxes on the rich? Well, if you frame it that way, they're going to say no, right? Heavy taxes on the rich, redistribution, sounds socialist, sounds... 52%, yes, heavy taxes on the rich, redistribute the wealth. Even in the most loaded, biased question, the answer is still yes. We're not stuttering. Now, do you think it's because it's the politics of envy, or as the Republicans say, oh, the 47%, they don't do anything anyway, they're bums, they just want to take our money? No, because the American people have a sense, and this number wasn't always this way. It's fluctuated throughout time, right? It's at the highest numbers now because they get a sense that the rich have bought off our politicians, which they have. They legally bribe them in the form of campaign contributions, let alone paid speeches and jobs they give them afterwards, so that they will get tax breaks, tax loopholes, deregulation, and they've skewed the system in favor of the rich. That's true. So the American people aren't wrong about it. They're right about it. So they get a sense that their wages haven't gone up in the last 4 decades. That's also true. It's pretty much flatlined. They get a sense they're working harder than ever. That's also true. Their productivity has skyrocketed. Have they gotten the results of that productivity, the benefits of that productivity? The answer is no, they haven't. Why? Because they rigged the rules. They rigged the rules so that the rich could put their money in the Cayman Islands, the powerful can rig the system, and now the American people are saying, we're tired of it. We've had enough. We've had enough. We're not going to tax the rich more. That is not our desire because we want to punish them, as CNN says. No, we want to do that so that there's a modicum of fairness and decency in the country. Isn't it the American dream that any American has an opportunity for their kids to get an education, to get ahead, so that they can be rich? We're not against the rich. We want our kids to have that same opportunity. But if you don't have any investment in the middle class, and you extract all that wealth and give it to the very top, well, you don't have that equality of opportunity, not equality of result, equality of opportunity. So what the American people are screaming is, for God's sake, give us some fairness. And right now, the tax code as it is not remotely fair to the middle class. You know what? Corporations used to pay over 1/3 of all the taxes. Now they pay about 10% of all the taxes. You know who pays the rest? You know who had to pick up the slack? You did. They put it into the payroll tax. The payroll tax is paid by the working poor and the middle class. They shifted the tax burden onto you, but you know that. The only people who refuse to acknowledge it, establishment media. No. Cutting tax on the rich is the way to go, right? Well, that's going to stimulate the economy. I don't know. He said, she said. Republicans say this. Democrats kind of say the same thing, except for Bernie Sanders. Okay. Now, speaking of the Republicans, one last thing for you guys. Do you know how much Trump and Cruz would cut from both government programs aimed for the middle class, but mainly tax cuts from the rich? Now, even though the American people are screaming higher taxes on the rich, let me tell you what the Republicans are proposing. The Tax Policy Center has estimated that Trump's tax plan would produce a decline of $9.5 trillion, not million, not billion, trillion in revenues over a decade, while Cruz's plan would result in a decline of $8.6 trillion in revenues over a decade. So, now again, some of that is in cuts, like, oh, you want your kids to have an education? No, we're cutting that. We're cutting that. Oh, you don't want your kids to get poisoned water? No, we're cutting the regulation on that. They're going to get the poisoned water, and you're going to like it because my donors like it, okay? We're going to do all that, but mainly, we're going to give another $7, $8, $9 trillion in tax cuts to the richest people in the country. You wanted them to pay more? No, they're going to pay way less if there's a Republican president. If you're in that 61% who think the rich aren't paying their fair share and you vote for one of these Republicans, you are a moron. And you deserve what you get because they're going to pick your pocket, they're going to rob you blind, and they're going to give it to their rich friends for Donald Trump. He is his rich friend. He's going to give it to himself. His tax plan's even worse than the monstrous Ted Cruz plan. You think he's for a man of the people? He says, oh, I don't take any donor money. I'm a billionaire. I'm going to do tax cuts for me, not for you, you idiots, you losers. And then he's going to say, you're losing, I'm winning. Ha, 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 ha. Okay. And then for Ted Cruz, he's going to do those donors a huge solid, going to give them trillions of dollars of your money. So now you know, if you want to vote that way, have at it, Hoss. But don't complain afterwards, because now you know the truth.